Hey boys and girls, the Junkman here with another detailing related video. And this time we're going to cover a subject that I promised you I would do, and that is going to be on care for your microfiber towels. Alright, this subject has been discussed throughout the internet, and my take on it was I wanted to hear from an actual manufacturer before I put out a video on said subject, because the opinions vary so much. So I got to hear back from a manufacturer, and this is the word. First of all, for those of you who want the cliff notes, you can go to theragcompany.com. Their website has a care for microfiber instruction section on it, where you can read and be done with it. That way you don't have to sit and listen to me gab. However, my directions do slightly vary from what they have posted at the Rag Company. Now, not much, but some, and then plus, I have some tips and tricks that they don't cover on the Rag Company's website. So, with that said, let's get to the video. First of all, I've got a bin full of towels right in front of me that I need to wash. Now, I want to show them to you, and I want you to notice something about them. This right here is the orange edgeless. It is just like the Rag Company's Eagle Blue edgeless. It's just orange in color, same towel. Check out this one. This is a Zano borderless blonde. Okay, and let me let you look at another one. Here's another Zano borderless blonde, and keep in mind that these towels are dirty. All right, and I'm showing them to you for a reason. Here's a what was the Rag Company's 1400 that they used to have. Okay, that super, like 2 towels in one, double plush. Here is a waffle weave. Notice it. And I'm showing you both sides of the towel for a reason. Keep in mind that these towels are dirty. Here's another waffle weave. Okay. Now, why am I showing you those towels? The reason I'm showing them to you is because I want you to see how dirty they are. Notice, you didn't see any super big black streaks and blobs of dirt on my towels. Now, there's a reason why. Number one, and my number one rule of paint correction, you never work on a dirty car. If your towels have dirt on them, it's because you wiped on a dirty car. Now, here's my thing. This plush edgeless towel, the only thing I do with it, just like I would do with the Zano, the only thing I do with this is remove polish and wax. That is it. Polish and wax. I don't do anything else with that towel. I remove polish and wax. The end. What you do with yours, knock yourself out. I'm telling you what I do with mine. Okay? This waffle weave style towel, the only thing I do with this towel is wipe liquids. Any kind of runny liquids. Detail spray, water. If I wanted to dry a car, I would actually use this size towel, because I believe it's a 16 by 16. But y'all know how good I am at guessing on sizes. Or I should say bad I am.
Pam from Speedway is calling. Say answer or reject.
You know, brother, gotta take a call from Pam, so let me pause. All right, boys and girls, sorry about that, but you know, when the ladies call, brother gotta step, so took care of that. Now let me continue on. I was talking about my waffle weave, how the only thing I use this for is to wipe liquids, anything runny, detail spray. If I was going to dry a car, this is the towel I would use. This is actually the size I would use. Like I said, I think it's a 16 by 16 because it's easy to wring out. Whereas when I get a big one, I have to use like a wringer to wring it out. So that's what I use this for. So again, polishes and wax, detail spray, runny liquids. Now, because I use them that way, that's why you don't see all the dirt and crap that I see on some people's towels. I'm like, man, what are you wiping with this? Mud puddles? My towels don't get that dirty. So because of that, this is why I use the wash regimen that I use. This is what I do. For my towels, I will use, depending on the color, medium or warm water for the light colored to white colored towels, and cold water for the dark colored towels. And that's just washing, basic washing 101. On the Red Company's website, they say that these towels like hot water and that you can use up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit of heat. Anything over that is bad for the towel. Now, I've never stuck a thermometer in my hot water to see what it comes out at. And I bet you ain't none of y'all out there did it either. Some of you probably might go do it now, but you don't know how hot the water is coming out. On top of that, since we all have different kinds of washing machines, different ages, front loader, top loader, there's no telling how much the temperature varies. So to be on the safe side, I use warm water because I know warm water ain't gonna be no 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, for those of you who are confused about Fahrenheit and Celsius, when they say 70 degrees and breezy, that's like perfect outdoor weather. Okay, and like they say 7 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so you can just imagine how hot 140 degrees Fahrenheit is. That's some hot daggone water. Okay, so I've told you what I use the towels for, and the temperatures that I wash in: warm to cold. Warm for light colors, cold for dark colors. Okay, and because I've shown you how dirty my towels are, you see they're not really that dirty. They get clean, perfectly clean. Plus, for me, because I've been washing clothes ever since I was like 5 years old. There was 7 kids in our family. Mama had us like little soldiers on to the laundromat carrying bags, because we had a lot of clothes to wash. So I've been washing clothes since I was 5 years old. I got this stuff down to an art form, okay? So those are the temperatures that I work with. Now, here's another thing I do. The first time I wash a towel, just to make sure it doesn't bleed, I'll wash it by itself. So I'll wash all my orange towels by themselves, like all my Zanos by themselves, all my blues by themselves. I've not really had any problem with any of them bleeding. The only one I've ever seen bleed is, and why can't I find one here? I know I got one inside here. Well, there it is. This, I believe, is a Cobra towel that I got from Auto Geek. Now that one bleeds. That one definitely bleeds. So, good thing I washed that one by itself because I know it bleeds. But other than that, I've never had any of the other ones bleed. But just to be on the safe side, I'll wash all the orange together the first time. Because once you do it the first time, you're pretty much good to go. The orange, the blues, the yellows, I wash them separately, okay? And that way I can make sure that if they're gonna bleed, they're gonna bleed on each other. Take care of the bleed. Okay, now, that's one thing that I do. Once I've made sure that I've got all the bleeding out, here's another thing I do. I will only wash light towels together. That means plush with plush. I don't mix waffle weave with my plush towels because these, if any of them are gonna lint, these don't. And I don't want lint from these getting on these, causing these to start leaving lint. Now, I don't have a big linting problem. I don't know why everybody else do it. I don't. I'm thinking they're washing the towels wrong or something. I don't know what they're doing. But just to kill that problem, the Rag Company tells you wash them when you get them so that you can take care of any linting. To be honest, I've never done that. And I've never had any linting problem. I don't know. So maybe I'm just lucky. I'm getting special towels. So, but going back to the wash, light towels together. So I'm gonna wash my light colored towels together and they're gonna be the same type, plush and plush, okay? Now, and then I'm gonna wash my waffle weaves all together. Now, some of you might only have 3 or 4 towels. I don't know what to tell you. When I wash a load, like this is a load for me, I got a whole thing full of towels to wash. And this ain't even all of them. So I got a lot of towels. So when I wash a load, I actually have a load. So you can also set your washing machine to be, small load whatsoever. But that's what I would do. whatever you do, and I mean whatever you do, don't ever put these towels in with any of your regular laundry. If you put, this is a 100% cotton towel, but if you put it in a laundry with other cotton towels, all the lint for those cotton towels will end up on this, and it will make this worthless. Okay, so never wash any regular laundry with your microfiber towels. Microfiber gets its own load of wash. No matter how many there is, 2, 3, 200, whatever. Do not wash it, especially with your regular towels. It will ruin these, all right? Talk about lint problem, then you will really have a lint problem, all right? So, microfiber gets washed to itself. The same style of towels all get washed to themselves after you do the bleed wash, you know, the first wash. So, there's 2 rules. Number 3, here is a trick that I do that you're only going to hear here at the Junkman's. And I don't have any of them laying around. But here's what I do when I wash. You know those cheap, crappy AutoZone, Costco, Pep Boys, Advance Auto, you know, those places, those towels? Buy a package of those. And take one, brand new one, and when you wash your clothes, or wash your microfiber towels, put one of those in the wash. Make sure you pick the right color so it matches the color that's going in. Those towels are so crappy that they catch everything floating around in the water. If there's any lint or leaf particles or whatever, when you wash those towels and you pull it out the washing machine, you'll notice that it has collected in that towel. They have a purpose. Don't put them on your paint. Put them in your wash, because they will attract all kinds of crap. All you got to do to prove it to yourself, take like one of your good towels and drop it in a pile of leaves. And then take one of them cheap AutoZone, Costco towels and drop it in a pile of leaves. Then pick them both up and shake them. Within 2 shakes, everything will be out of the good one. You can shake till your freaking arm falls off, and that cheap, crappy towel ain't gonna let go of nothing. It holds on, I mean, it's got the Venus flytrap death grip on whatever kind of crap it picks up off the ground. So throw one of those in your wash. That's a Junkman exclusive right there. It's come from years and years of practice. And accidentally, that's how I found out, because I accidentally, one of them got in my wash, and when I picked it out, I was like, look at all the crap in it. It was like, ding, light bulb went off. I was like, oh man, that's a great idea. So I'm passing it on to you all. Now you got a purpose for them cheap towels that you bought, that you're looking at going, man, I just spent all this money on them towels. Now you got a use for them, okay? So, okay, I've told you to do the bleed wash, washing light towels together. Light colors get warm water, darker colors get cold water. That's washing 101 basic. And now comes the part of the video where we address the hype. And believe you me, it is hype. And that would be the special microfiber soap. Here's the deal. The materials that make up microfiber towels are not new to clothing. They're not earth-shattering discovery. It's stuff we've been wearing for freaking years, okay? The soap that cleans it when we use it to make our regular clothes is the same soap that will clean it when it is in a microfiber towel. You do not need special microfiber soap to clean microfiber towels. As a matter of fact, I use, well, I thought I had it sitting around here, and not that this is necessarily available all over the world, because I understand y'all watching my video from everywhere from, gosh, where's Qatar? I've sent DVDs to Qatar, people watching my videos over there. Of course, UK's big fan base over there, so this might not be available for you all, but you do have something available. Now, I use Woolite. You have to use any type of liquid, not powder, liquid detergent that is fabric softener free. As a matter of fact, I would buy whatever the most, like they have these allergic brands where it don't contain nothing but soap. So that's what I would use if I were you. Something that's like stripped down, it ain't nothing but detergent. That's all it is. But it has to be a liquid and it cannot contain any fabric softener. Okay? So that also means that you won't be using fabric softener sheets when you go to dry these. Okay? So that is out. All right? So no type of fabric softener, because that clogs the microfiber and kills the engineering behind what microfiber does. Okay? So point, make sure you're taking notes. The next thing is, do not, on the white towels, do not, and I repeat, not use bleach. Most people don't measure, especially guys. They all just pouring and stuff. It seems like, and bleach, after you wash enough white stuff with too much bleach, it actually starts deteriorating the threads in the cloth. So you ain't supposed to use bleach on any microfiber towel. But for those of you who do use bleach and you do use soap, read the bottle and use it accordingly. The Woolite that I use is very concentrated. It does not take a lot of soap to get those towels clean. So that's what I use, Woolite, but you can use whatever liquid detergent that you can get your paws on and use the correct amount. And the most important thing about using the correct amount of soap is you cannot, and I repeat, not get anything clean when you use too much soap. When you use too much soap, soap remains in the clothing, and when it comes out the washing machine and you dry it, you have just dried a dirty towel. Then it gets dirty even more quickly and it's less effective. So you got to use the right amount of soap. Another thing, just because you don't see 2 tons of bubbles on top of the water doesn't mean that you haven't used the right amount of soap. As a matter of fact, you should see very, very little, if any, suds on top of the water when you know you're using it right. If you got, like a Jackie Gleason show where they done put 2 tons of soap in there and you got bubbles coming out all over the place, you just wasted your time. Because then you got to turn around and wash that load of clothes again without any soap at all, just to make sure you get all the soap out. So that is extremely important on any type of cloth, especially carpet cleaning. That's why carpet cleaners, professional companies, use such big machines, because they know for every 1 part soap, they need about 10 parts water to get all that soap back out of the carpet. Because if you don't, it's still dirty and it attracts dirt faster. All right? So read the bottle, use the correct amount of soap. But you don't have to buy microfiber soap. I would love somebody who believes that to make a video and prove me wrong. Show me the scientific and common sense proof where I can see with my own lying eyes that microfiber soap is better than any other regular good soap. I bet I won't see that video. All right? Talk about the technology. I mean, some of the smoke they blow, try to blow up your behind when it comes to different fields. I mean, it's everywhere. Weight loss, finance, every field you can think of, especially detailing. Boy, they blowing more smoke. I mean, kudos to the guy that came up with it. It's like, oh, we got microfiber towels. Why don't we take some soap and say it's microfiber soap? People be buying it like they're crazy. And sure enough, they do, because they fall for the hype. But here at the Junkman, y'all know we don't fall for the hype. So don't fall for that hype. So I think I've covered the washing part. And again, you can go to the Rag Company's website. At the top of their website, the homepage, they have a care, and I forget what it's called, but there's a section that addresses care, and they have like the Cliff Notes, where you don't have to listen to me babble for this long. But if you're not listening this long, you may as well continue on. So here we go. Now it's time to go to the drying. When I dry my towels, this is what I do. Some people will dry their towels in the dryer. I won't. Anytime I can avoid heat, I avoid heat. So here's what I do. I will fluff the towels for about 4 minutes in the dryer using low heat. Fluff them. Get them good and fluff, because when they come out the dryer, they're all matted down. So I fluff them, when I put them in the dryer, I'm gonna give them a good old couple of hard shakes, throw them in the dryer. 4 minutes, low heat, just enough to get all the fibers to stand up, and then I hang dry them. I air dry them. I do not dry my towels with a dryer. Now, this is the way I do it. Some people, like I said, they'll go ahead and dry them all the way. I don't like the way they feel when they dry all the way. So that's why I like to let mine air dry, natural dry, because the less heat that I expose to this in the drying process, I feel is better. My towels from 3 years ago compared to the towels that I just got, I can't tell the difference. If it wasn't for a difference in size, I wouldn't know which one it is, because they feel the same. And that has to do with the way I care for them, okay? And I have just spelled that out to you. So, I think I've covered everything, but just to recap, I wash, and again, this is my way of doing it, I wash light colors in warm water. I wash darker colors in colder water. So the Eagle Edgeless Blues, I'm gonna wash them in cold water. Whereas the orange, I probably wash that in warm water. I'm not gonna use hot. I don't have a need for hot. My towels don't get that dirty, as you saw. So that's the way I do it. First, I'm gonna do my color bleed wash. Then I'm gonna wash light towels together, okay? So light towels together. Waffle weaves, they all go together. I'm going to use any quality liquid soap that has no fabric softener, all right? And if I can find it, I am going to use, or I should say, I'm gonna suggest you use a soap that has no smell, no nothing. It's like soap for allergic people that are allergic to everything. So the only thing in the soap is soap. That's it. They don't put nothing else in it. Use that kind. As long as you use a good quality kind. Again, since so many people all over the world are watching this, I don't want to say any names because y'all might not be able to get what I get, and I don't know what y'all have. And so just as long as it's a quality soap and get something that's free. It'll be called soap free. Most of the time, that's what they call it. So that's what you can use. You don't need special microfiber soap. Don't fall for the hype, all right? Like Public Enemy used to say. Public Enemy used to say, don't believe the hype, all right? Because that's all it is hype. When I go to dry, I'm going to dry, 4 minutes fluff, and then air dry. Hang them up to dry. That's the way I'm going to do it. That's the only way I dry my microfiber towels. Now, also, don't forget about the trick of sticking a cheap Costco, AutoZone, Advance Auto, Pep Boys, O'Reilly's, those cheap microfibers they sell. Stick one of those. Make sure you color bleed with the right color first before you stick those in there. I've never seen them bleed, but just to be on the safe side, do not use any bleach whatsoever. Bleach is a no-no. Bleach is out the door, especially on the white. Okay, so that should cover everything. I think so, for those of you who have been waiting for this video. So I believe that's it. I can't think of anything else. I think I've recapped everything. And I did say don't wash your microfiber with any type of other clothing, especially bath towels. Especially, that is a major no-no. All right? So I think that's it. This will probably be one of my shorter videos. So until next time, boys and girls, this is the Junkman, shining out.